In a panic, these men have returned to the place they called home to take back hard-earned belongings before Venezuelan security forces return to demolish their houses. Their fear is well justified. More than 1,000 Colombians have been deported in the week since Venezuela's president Nicolás Maduro closed the border crossing in the western town of San Antonio. In this informal settlement called La Invasión, military raids left behind a desolate population. Their homes destroyed, their neighbors gone.
If it's a shanty, they scribbled a D. Some said it meant demolition. If it was a brick house, they graffitied it with an R. They said it meant reviewed. The red dot is for a census because they say they will give us a house, and the flag because I am Venezuelan. Who knows what they will give us?
After meeting for nearly 6 hours, the foreign ministers of Venezuela and Colombia were unable to reach a deal. But they agreed on more talks and that allegations of human rights abuses would be looked into.
We're convinced
that the closure of the border, and we have communicated this to the Venezuelan authorities, is not the way forward, and we don't believe that it's the way to combat smuggling. There's a lot of legal movement along the border. Many people who live on one side or on the other, who study on one side or live on the other, and they need to be able to move.
Due to the inability of the Venezuelan authorities to control the violent crime along the border and the narco-trafficking coming from Colombia, which affects all neighboring countries, we are forced to close the border.
But no date has been set for reopening the border, and the impact can be felt at all levels.
The streets of San Antonio are usually bustling with activity. 1 week into the closure of this town's border crossing into Colombia, the streets have been taken over by the military. A lot of the shops are closed down, either because business is down or because its employees, many of them Colombian citizens, have been deported.
I don't know where I live now. They destroyed my home. I stay here or there. My wife is in Colombia. I see no future.
Closing the border and expelling illegal Colombian citizens are all part of President Maduro's attempt to end the inflow of contraband and paramilitary activity. But unless both countries can reach some sort of agreement, the problems won't be solved, and the misery here will only increase. Virginia Lopez, Al Jazeera, San Antonio, at the border between Venezuela and Colombia.